Hello and welcome to another edition of Majid's Kitchen. Today we'll be making a vegan and vegetarian recipe. There are many other videos like this. Check in the playlist to see other interesting vegetable recipes. Today we will focus on an interesting vegetable known as the Kohlrabi, also known as the German turnip. It is a cultivar of the same species of broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, kale, collard greens, even guyland, and can be enjoyed raw or cooked. I will show you a recipe that you could use for turnips as well, the same way. So let's begin by showing you how to clean up this kohlrabi. Okay, we're going to start by trimming off the ends. Just take a knife, or you could pull them off just like this. Get the end bit off, like so. And you can use a knife or a vegetable peeler to make it easy. So start from the top and go down. The skin at times can be a little tough, but if you press hard enough, you can get through it. You'll see there's an outer layer that is quite thick. Okay, or you could use your knife and just go around it. So if you're not comfortable with a knife, use a peeler, but I actually prefer using the knife. So just get a closer look. You can see this kind of husky or thick bit that needs to come off. So just like this. To prepare the kohlrabi for this recipe, as you can see, it's been beautifully cleaned with a knife. Cut a few slices, just like this, about 3 to 4 millimeters thick. Stack them up and cut them into strips about 3 millimeters wide, and it's that simple. So we're using about 2 large or 3 medium size kohlrabis for this recipe, whichever way you feel comfortable doing it. Okay, you cut it down this way, but make sure this area is flat to stabilize it, or you can just use this end. I'm just going to trim off some of that green bit, and you can cut across this way and then you can go straight down like this. Now that we have prepped our vegetables, let's speak about the ingredients. As I mentioned earlier, you can use turnips to make the same recipe as with the kohlrabi. So I've got 3 medium-sized kohlrabis cleaned and cut right here, half an onion chopped, half a tomato. I prefer to remove the seeds, so that's chopped, a teaspoon of red chili flakes, salt to taste, 1 green chili, 1 teaspoon of our very own curry powder. This is the light roast curry powder. Look out for the recipe coming soon. I have a 1/4 teaspoon of mustard seeds. In this bowl, I have some pandan leaves and curry leaves. Less than a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric. 1 cup of coconut milk and 200 ml of water. Let's get cooking. Have your saucepan on medium heat and add the kohlrabi to it. So there's nothing in the pan, there's no oil, it's just a hot saucepan. Now we'll go in with a good pinch of salt. Quick mix and add in the turmeric. That's all the turmeric in there. Out you go. And the 200 ml of water. Give that a mix and let the water come to a boil. So that's a kohlrabi cooking in water, salt and turmeric, and we're going to cook this till it's tender. It will absorb the flavors that you cook it with. Put a lid on it. After about 10 minutes of good boiling with the lid on it, the water has evaporated, as you can see. Now we'll remove this and set it aside. Beautiful color. So now we add oil or ghee to a hot pan. You can use the same pan as we have over here. I'm adding in about a spoon of oil. Turn on the heat to medium high. Then we'll begin with the onions. Okay, the onions in. Give it a quick mix. Then we add the tomatoes. Alright, go in with the tomatoes. Okay, next the green chili. Our pandan and curry leaf. Give it a nice mix. Okay. Now we're going to add in our mustard seeds. Give that a mix. And our chili flakes goes right in there. Beautiful aroma. At this point, we can add in our kohlrabi. And at this stage, you'll usually sneeze or cough, but that's normal. I just turned off the camera. Okay. Important to do a taste test all the time. So, it's tender. We'll need just a little bit more salt. So, another pinch of salt. Give it a mix. Okay, let's plate this. There you have your kohlrabi dish. But it's not over. Bonus for you. Stick around. Alright, so we have some in the pan. I am going to use the curry powder. So I'm going to use half of it. Saute that a little. Now if you're going to make those 3 kohlrabis one particular dish, you can use 1 teaspoon of the curry powder. But because I'm showing you another way to serve this, I will use half of that curry powder because we split the dish into 2 different recipes. I'm going to add in the coconut milk. So the addition was the curry powder and the coconut milk. And we're going to let this simmer gently, and we're not going to close it. It only takes 4 or 5 minutes once you've added in the coconut milk. Remember not to close it, and turn off the heat, and just let it settle there. And we'll plate this, and I'll show you the 2 dishes in comparison. I hope you like it. Our dish is done. Version 2, very simple as I mentioned. And this you can serve it with your rice, you know, as you would serve maybe a vegetable stew. You know, you got your gravy or your sauce. And this is what this dish is about. And this one you can use as a side vegetable if you like. And that's a 2-in-1 video, a bonus from Ajit's kitchen. Let's get a closer look on this beautiful dish. Isn't that awesome? From a humble kohlrabi, a vegetable that is very seldom bought, but I hope after this video people will definitely give it a try. Thanks for watching.